All right, now let's look at doing some equations where we're going to be multiplying decimals. Just like with normal integers, we're still going to follow the same rules where if both of our numbers are positive, or I'm sorry, the same sign, then that means our answer is going to be positive. If both of our numbers have different signs, then that means that our answer is going to be negative. So let's say we've got an equation that's negative 1.25 times 2. Okay? So what you're going to have to do first is we're going to have to stack these, but we want to make sure that we put the number with the most digits on top. That number is 1.25. Even though 2 is larger in value, 1.25 has the most digits. So I'm going to stack them up. And whenever I put the 2, I'm not going to worry about lining up the decimals because with multiplication you do not have to do that. You just want to make sure that you line up your numbers along the right side. So we're going to go ahead and multiply 5 times 2 is 10. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. And then 2 times 1 is 2. Okay? So now that you've got everything multiplied, in order to add the decimal, we've got to look and we've got to count how many spaces behind the decimal we've got in our original numbers. So we're going to look right here. We've got 1, 2. We've got no spaces behind here. So we're just going to come to our answer. We're going to go over 2 spaces to the left, and that's where we're going to add our decimal. So we know our number is going to be 2.50. Now you have to look at your signs. Since we've got a negative number and a positive number, that means our answer is going to be negative 2.5. Okay, so let's look at one more equation. We've got negative 5.3 times negative 1.12. Again, first you want to line up your decimals or line up your numbers, that way the one with the most digits is on top, which is negative 1.12. So I'm going to go negative 1.12. We're going to add our 5.3 on the bottom, but we're going to align it to the right. 5.3. See how our decimals do not line up like they did with addition. That is okay. This is how it's supposed to be with multiplication. You've got to make sure that all of your numbers align to the right, not necessarily with the decimals. So we're going to start over here. We're going to multiply 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. And then 3 times 1 again is 3. Now once we go to the 5, we're going to add our 0 down here. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. And then 5 times 1 is 5. Now we're going to add these together. 6 plus 0 is 6. 3 plus 0 is 3. 6 plus 3 is 9. And then we've got the 5. Now remember, we've got to count however many places we have behind the decimal. So here we've got 1, 2. And behind this decimal we've got 1. So 2 plus 1 equals 3. So we've got to move here 3 places. 1, 2, 3. So our number is 5.936. We're going to look at our signs. Both of our numbers have negative signs, so that means that our answer is positive, 5.936.